Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you are a follower or a subscriber. Thank you guys for being here. I don't do these videos very often, this type of video anyways. This is our review of our swing plays from the week of November 14th. And again, I don't do these very often, but I'm going to go through these swing lists and show you guys what would have worked and what wouldn't have worked. So we'll go through those. I just want to mention one thing. The platform that you see, the screen that you see, that's TradingView. If you're looking for a platform like this, it's how I chart all of my trades. There's a link in the description below that'll give you a free 30-day trial to TradingView, to their subscription-based services. And then if you decide to go through with it and use their sub-services, you get up to $30 off. It is a free... TradingView can be free, but they do have subscription services with some added value. But that link will give you free 30 days to their sub-based services. Okay, so make sure you guys go check that out at the end of the video. Let's go through the list here. First one I had on the list was Apple. Okay, so we had an inside bar on Apple. The two pink lines represent the triggers on either side, and we ended up trending up. And did we hit first targets? No. Is that saying that we're not going to hit the first target into next week? No. But you would have made some money here. This would have been a good trade for you guys on a weekly swing play for Apple. If we go on to Airbnb, here's one that probably wouldn't have worked for you. So again, another inside bar. We trended to the upside, and we didn't get there. Okay, we didn't hit targets. We didn't have a very good run on it. It triggered at 109.77, and our first target was 111.30. So I guess there was a little bit of money to be made there. Worst case, you were break even, a small loss maybe. Addicts Trades would tell you if we close below the halfway point of the previous bar, then we're out of that trade. So for sure, you should be out of Airbnb if you were in it. Amazon, same kind of thing. Where is our 50% marker? I'm going to put it on here. If I go into the Griswold Strat indicator, I go into settings, and I put on the weekly. There we go. We didn't close below it, but for me, if I was in Amazon, I wouldn't still be in that position. So I would have taken targets or profit or cut the trade loose at the very least if it came back through that original trigger. But again, there was a little bit of opportunity to make money on Amazon, not a great opportunity. CRM. So CRM, here's something that would have worked really well for us. So again, we triggered here and we didn't hit first targets, but that was a $5 run on CRM, Salesforce. So again, this would have been a really good play, but we ended up coming back through the trigger, and we closed below the 50% marker, that purple line there. So again, you shouldn't be in CRM any longer. Cisco, and for me, guys, like I tried to swing today, and we'll go through that play, or swing today. Swing last week, I tried to take a swing play. I didn't last very long. I have a little bit of a tough time with swing plays, but I made my money, and that's what the important thing is I made my 22% and I got out of the trade. So here's one on Cisco. Cisco would have done really well. We triggered, we hit target 1, we hit target 2, and we just kept on going up. And currently we still have full time frame continuity to the upside outside of the year. We are trending through these broadening formations here, where we've gone higher highs to lower lows to higher highs to lower lows, and we're likely trending back up into this $53, $54 range. And when we get there, who knows, but we are going to trend back up that way, and this was a really good trade on Cisco. You guys should have made a lot of money on that one. DraftKings again, it wasn't great, and I feel like a lot of the trades were like this. A lot of the swing trades this week were like this. And there's nothing saying, so when I take a swing play, I'm getting 2 weeks out. So there's nothing saying that you guys still can't be in this trade. You're still above the trigger point. Theta might be kicking in, meaning you might have some deterioration on your profits, if you still have profits at this point. But there was a nice little run up here, okay? So 15.05 to 15, looks like 15.83. There was a good opportunity to make some money this week on DraftKings as well. We go into Fubo. Fubo again, same kind of thing, and we should again be out of this trade. We are below the 50% marker, that purple line. We almost went outside bar on the week, but we triggered here and we didn't quite hit first targets. I'm going to draw a line here just to see, because it is very, very close. So the high of this candle was 390. The high of this one was 388. So we missed it by 2 cents. So essentially we were very close to hitting those targets. Again, Fubo, opportunity to make some money there. If you did, congratulations. We'll move on to Keurig Dr. Pepper, KDP. So KDP had this inside bar that we were trading off of. And again, this was a fantastic trade, fantastic swing trade, okay? We triggered here, and I'm just going to use this yellow line as our target. That was our target. And we hit targets, and we reversed back through. Congratulations, you made money on KDP. So, again, guys, this isn't tough stuff. It's not hard stuff. I mean, the candlesticks are telling you guys exactly what to do. Here's another one on Netflix. Netflix did really, really well. Here was our trigger. We broke through it. And look, here was our target. There was target 1. I'm just going to move these here. There was target 2. We hit all of them. Okay, was there a target 3? No, target 3 would have been way up here at the top of that candle. Okay, so we hit 2 targets, and then we came back through here, and you could have been out. Or you could have taken profits above that. It wouldn't have mattered. But Netflix, again, fantastic trading opportunity on a weekly swing for Netflix. And this is for the stuff where, you know, if you guys don't have time to be sitting and watching, set some alerts, okay? And set the alerts so that when you hit a certain target or a certain spot, you can jump back in and say, let's take a look, let's see where I am, let's see what I want to do. Okay, so set those alerts. And it's as simple as right-clicking and adding an alert. Okay, and then you just put, you know, if you're crossing up, crossing down, greater than, less than. So you're going to want to, if you're in a call, you're going to say crossing up. So we can do that. And then you just set your price, whatever you want that dollar value to be at, where you want to be able to hop over and look at that trade. Yeah, I'll show you on the next trade. But Oracle, we triggered above that inside bar and we hit multiple targets. So again, Oracle was a really, really good trade opportunity to swing. Well, this one I'm not going to use because we gapped up, meaning we opened here, we came back through, and we continued up. Now, if we trended down and came back up through and you guys wanted to play that, by all means play that. There's more than one way to skin a cat in this game. Now, you don't have to be all strat all the time. I don't really care. You guys do what you want to do. I'm going to teach you what I do. And if you'd like to follow along with that and learn that, great. I'm glad you guys are on board with me, okay? So let's look at pins here. And this is, we'll go through it here. So pins opened up here, okay? And we triggered here, and we hit targets, 1 and 2. Okay, I don't even remember what I was going to show you guys anymore. I lost my train of thought. But we triggered and we hit targets, and a second target there. And if you want me to put the lines on here, I can show you guys. There was target 1. There was target 2. Now we barely ticked through that target and then came back through. Get out of the trade. This is a fantastic trade. 24.38 to 26.32. Okay, so if we go to the daily chart and we want to look and see how that materialized, here's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Okay, so Monday we opened, we came up, came back down, still be in the trade, and then we gapped up, which is the feeling when you have those gap ups in the morning and you know you're going. It's a great feeling. You know you're in the green and you are in a winning trade no matter what, because you're not letting it go down here. There's no reason for you to let it go down there. Set your stop loss at this target. Set your stop loss at this target. You left this trade with profit on pins. Okay? Another fantastic trade. Another swing trade. I think I remember what I was going to say. So, what I was going to say, guys, was when you're looking at this stuff, you don't have to, set your alert, here. Okay? Take this spot. Where did it go? take this spot right here, okay? An alert there. Copy price. Oh, there, I saw it at the top. Add alert. Okay, 24.38. Crossing, you go crossing up. That means when the candle crosses up through that point, well, now we're going to get an alert to say, hey, we're at 24.38. And actually, I want that moved up. Sorry, we're going to move that. Oops. We're going to move that up there. Say 25.35. There we go. Okay, so now we have that alert so that when we trigger up through that alert, I can say, I'm close to hitting targets. Let's hop over. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on. Or vice versa, you can put that alert down here. Okay, if you've trended up and you've triggered, put that alert down there. Okay, put it at 23.88 and say, that's my stop loss. If I get there, I'm going to switch over. I better take a look to see what's going on. And it's really that easy. Like, swing trading is, I don't want to say it's easy, because sometimes it takes some balls of steel to do it. And it's not necessarily my jam all the time, but it works really well for a lot of people. So if that's what you need to do, because that's what your job lets you, allows you to do, then that's what you guys have to learn for the time being. But as you can see, as we go through this stuff, it works, guys. Like, here's an example of one that didn't work. Okay, so this candle triggered and we reversed. So if we go to the daily chart, here's Friday, Thursday, Tuesday, and Monday. And actually, it looks like we gapped up. So again, this wouldn't even have been something that I looked at. So where did we go? Palantir. Why is it showing me that? 1 week. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday here. And then Tuesday we trended up and came back down. So here's the thing, guys. If we're looking off of this inside bar, okay, so if you switch to the daily, you're looking for that inside bar to trigger off of that daily. So we gapped up. You can look at that play as we come up through and hit this target, and that's a play off of the daily chart. Okay, so off of that inside bar from Monday. Now, we came up, and just make this your stop loss. Okay, make that inside bar your stop loss, the top of it, and you're done. You're out of the trade. Again, this is my stuff. This is how I would do it. You guys don't have to do it that way, but that's the way I would be looking at it. Here's another one. We triggered up, and look at this run. We hit targets 1, 2, 3, 4, and not quite 5. So you could have taken profit anywhere in this, at the very least, guys, right here. So I haven't gone back. Let's go look on the daily chart just to see how this looks. So if we go to the day, let's see how it played out. Okay, so Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Monday, where do we open? Okay, so I'm glad I looked at this, because this would have been a really tough trade. And this is, again, guys, this is where you need those. Sometimes it just takes balls of steel. Okay, triggered up, and then it came all the way back down here, and we closed outside bar way down here. Now, if you're looking at this as a swing trade, you're like, oh man, I'm so far out already. But then we have this amazing gap, and again, it's on earnings. You want to be careful of those, but we had this amazing gap up, and you would have been okay in that trade. But it takes, sometimes swing trading takes some balls of steel. I personally, I wouldn't have stayed in this trade. I would have been out of it. Okay. I'm glad we went back to that daily chart to look at that, so I could run through that. And I'm not here to mislead you guys. That's why I like to go back and look at that stuff, because I don't want you guys to say, well, he says all this on the weekly, but didn't go, and it would have been impossible. No one would have held through that. People hold through that. I wouldn't have, okay? But if you would have held, SE would have been a fantastic trade for you. But again, you need those balls of steel to really, really, really win sometimes in swing trades. Okay, so here's another one. We opened, we triggered, and we came back down. So again, not a great trade on SoFi. Not something I trade a lot either. Uber Technologies, inside bar. Okay, we triggered, we hit target. So if we go to the daily, let's see what happened on the daily. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So Monday we ended up inside bar. We didn't break. Here's where our break was. So again, opportunity on Uber right here to make some money. We hit triggers, and then we came through the targets, and then that was it. That's all you saw on Uber. So if we go back to the weekly, on Tuesday, we hit those targets and a little bit more and came back through, and we never saw them again. And that holds true on the daily charts too, guys. I always tell you, sometimes we hit those targets and it reverses back through them, and we never see those targets again. So you need to be prepared to take profits at your targets, okay? Especially if you're new. If you're more experienced and you want to hold through some stuff like that, I mean, again, that's your prerogative, that's your thing. But if you guys are newbies, if you're new to this stuff, that's what I would suggest doing. If you hit targets and you don't have a lot of contracts, take your profit at those targets, or as it comes back through and reverses through those targets, make sure you're taking your money, okay? That would be my one of my suggestions. So Uber, you had a chance on Tuesday to really make some money off of, again, a one-day swing trade, sure. Visa, this is the one that I took, guys. So Visa had this 2 down that finished green. There was our trigger. There was our target. And again, I'm a wuss, okay? So Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Monday I triggered, and I got up into this range here, and I thought, I get 22%. I'll take my 22%. Now, if I would have held a little longer, I would have made a lot more money. I think, here's the thing. I think Visa still has some opportunity to run up into next week. I mean, we are coming back up through the top of this broadening formation here. So we'll see what happens. I really do think Visa has some more room to move back to the upside. We'll see. But again, even me, I'm not new to this, but I hit that 22%, and that was on a Monday. First thing on a Monday, 22%. I'm going to start that week off strong. I'm going to take that 22%. And then we took a SPY day trade the following day for 100%. And I didn't need, after that 100% win, I didn't need to trade the rest of the week. I took one more trade, and that was it. But those 2 trades at 120%, because I trade with, for the majority, the same capital on every trade, the same amount in every trade, that was it for me. Monday, Tuesday, I was done. Monday, I was fairly conservative. I took that 22%. Tuesday, I let SPY run a bit. I hit the 100%. And here's the thing, 100%, I had 100%, and I knew at that point I didn't need to trade anymore at that 100% marker. And I was okay cutting bait, cutting ties there. If I would have listened to my advice and let the candles run, that thing ran to 580%. Imagine that. That's like I don't have to trade for the rest of the month type of trade. Okay? So, anyways, Visa, I think there's some room for it to continue to move up. But again, don't be scared to take profit, guys. If you're brand new to this and you're getting 20%, 30%, don't be scared to take it until you really get the hang of what we're doing here. I don't mind people taking money on trades. You see money, you take money. The problem I have is when you get like 5%, 10%, you're like, I just got to cut it. I got to cut it. Like, we're hitting targets and then we're cutting. And then again, the problem I have is when you have those losers, those are what you need to be cutting at 10%, 5%, 15%, where the candles stop you out. You know, whichever way you want to play it. That's where you guys need to really concentrate, is cutting those losers, because our job as traders is to manage our capital, keep our losses small, because those wins, we only need, again, this is another point, I go through this in all my videos. You can lose 5 trades at 10%, 20%, so 50% or 100%, and you can have one really good trade. There's a guy in our room in the Griswold Gold member, G-Man. That guy does like trades at 176% winners. You can take a 176% winner, one trade, 176%. You could have lost the last 5 trades at 20%. You would be up 76%. Okay? That's what it is. So Yeah, that was Visa and a little bit of knowledge there. CVS, here's a bummer. This is a bummer of a trade. I don't even need to go back on the daily to look at this. We came down, we triggered, we reversed. That's it. A bum trade. And again, we play every strategy we look at, every trade we look at is all probability based. Everything's probability based because we never know what that next candle is going to be. We don't. It could be a 2 up, could be a 2 down. I don't know. You don't know. Okay, but the probabilities, when we looked at this and said, this candle was a 2 up that finished red. So to me, that says, well, there's probability there that this thing is going to trend down and a higher probability that it's going to trend down. So looking at that, I say, okay, if we trigger, it's something I can jump into and take. Well, we triggered. This isn't a trade I took, but it triggered and then it reversed on us. And sometimes that happens, guys. Like, you want to ask what you did wrong, you didn't do anything wrong. But sometimes probabilities doesn't work out in our favor. It's not 100%. Nothing's foolproof in this business. Okay? And anybody who tells you they know what 100% what the next candle is going to do, they don't. They have a very high probability of what it could do. But that doesn't mean that is what it's going to do. So that's it, guys. If you like this stuff, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you like it. If you want to see more of this stuff, let me know down below. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell. That bell sends out the notifications for when I send out the videos just like this one to you guys every single day. Watch lists, learning tools, informational videos, all kinds of other stuff to keep you guys informed, to keep your minds on this stuff, to learn this stuff, to really immerse yourself in it, so you guys can become successful traders. But that's it for me, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.